Good evening, Isabel. That's right. Labour right now, the remaining MPs are meeting in Parliament. They have their weekly meeting on a Monday night. I've just been standing outside in the corridor. There's been lots of arguments in there. One MP, Ruth Smeeth, who has stayed. She is a Jewish MP, though, that's had some of the same abuse as Luciana Berger, who has quit. She is currently delivering quite an impassioned speech in tears, and there is some support being shown for those who have left. So those 7 MPs this morning had that press conference, talked about the problems, anti-Semitism at the top of it, and then attacking Jeremy Corbyn for his failure in leadership in a number of areas, particularly international affairs, and his lack of leadership on the Brexit issue. These 7 MPs are all ones who support a second referendum, and it's thought that this could be just the start of some MPs quitting their parties. There are some Conservatives, people like Anna Soubry, Sarah Wollaston, who also support that second referendum, that it's thought might join their ranks in this new party in the next few days, this new independent group. They're not calling themselves a party yet. They've got a precedent in history, the SDP back in the 1980s when 4 Labour MPs quit then. They're trying to see whether they can stop history from repeating itself, because that sort of petered out. They want to become a serious political force, they've said.
Well, Vinny, you touched upon it. So where does this leave the people's vote?
Well, these MPs all expressed frustration that Jeremy Corbyn, who is a stickler for the party approving policy at conference, is ignoring the fact that at Labour conference back in September in Liverpool, the party did put some support on the right circumstances for having a second referendum to check again with the people what exactly it is they want. Now, the People's Vote campaign had been gaining some momentum. At the moment it's stalling and there's talks about a bit of infighting. It looks like this new group are going to be pushing for it, and we'll see whether they start to get more Labour MPs joining, whether or not they get some Conservatives, whether they form some kind of pact with the Lib Dems or other opposition parties, and then that changes the dynamics of the arithmetic in Parliament on what can be passed and what can't be. So it looks like they'll be making renewed efforts to try and get that people's vote. We'll see over the next couple of days.